are no bad guys, just disturbed guys.
National college baseball writer for CSTV, Eric Sorenson.
Speaking of, this is like Christmas Day for me, by the way.
LSU wins it!
All right, just watch out if they show up with those Easton bats at your doorstep.
Cinderella wins the national championship!
He's Eric Sorenson. He knows everything.
The biggest fan of the sport you'll ever find.
Hello. Tonight in college baseball, Cal State Fullerton lost to Arizona State 6-5. Florida beat Florida State 8-5. And Rice beat Texas 10-6. And I feel like a dork. Hey there, college baseball fans. Eric Sorenson here from collegebaseballtoday.com. Yeah, I know, I look like a real idiot dressed in this monkey suit. Anyway, you know what always kind of made me wonder, how do guys actually live in these kind of things? One of the things I was really glad about all the years I did some on-camera stuff for CSTV is they never made me wear a monkey suit like this. And I was really grateful for that. And of course, you know, it just made things a lot more comfortable. You know, it's college baseball. You're supposed to be a little bit more, you know, relaxed about things. Anyway, speaking of new looks and new designs, you guys might have noticed that College Baseball Today now has a new look to it. The fine folks at Easton redesigned it a little bit, made it a little bit more fan-friendly. And also on there, you'll notice underneath my picture, my ugly face, you'll see Kyle Peterson now will be part of the Easton family, so to speak. He's going to have his weekly blog, Destination Omaha. And how cool is that to have Kyle Peterson, who, you know, is there anybody more of a badass in college baseball than Kyle Peterson? I don't think so. The former Creighton Prep Junior J pitcher is now part of the, is going to be adding some stuff to the site, and it's really exciting. I'm glad he's on board. The only problem with having Kyle Peterson join up is now I'm the second most popular college baseball personality on my own site. Whatever, I'm willing to let that go. That's fine. Speaking of letting go, I gotta get out of this, get back to my real self. And of course, you guys know that the tie is society's leash. Anyway, it's Tuesday night, and I just got done watching Florida State and Florida on the Sunshine Network. Couldn't be more impressed with the Gators. I know it's a midweek game, so you kind of take that with a grain of salt, but you know, Preston Tucker, he had RBI in 4 different at-bats tonight. He just looked great. And this guy, Kevin Chapman, the relief pitcher for Florida, came in. He's a big lefty. I swear it seemed like he was throwing 130 miles per hour. 3 innings held him scoreless to get the win tonight against Florida State. That guy was really awesome. Look forward to seeing what's going to happen with Florida. They got a lot of depth to them, despite the pitcher Toledo taking a line drive off the face the other day, which was awful. He should be back in a couple weeks or maybe a couple months, but they got a lot of depth. They're going to be okay. Florida's really going to be a team to watch, I think, this year. You guys might have noticed this has been the NCAA basketball tournament week is coming up. They just had the announcement show on Sunday, and you probably saw UCLA athletic director Dan Guerrero, who's a big baseball guy. He hired John Savage, and he's a big baseball fan. He's good for the sport of college baseball, but you might have noticed, as the chairman of the selection committee, he said, of the basketball selection committee, he said that he pulled that old line out of, we didn't take conference affiliation into consideration for the at-large bids. And my response when I always hear that is, well, bullshit, you always should take that into consideration, because a lot of conferences, you know, that's the reason college baseball gets 8 and 9 teams from one conference in the NCAA tournament. And I think, you know, for the most part, it's kind of bogus, because, you know, it's not like a lot of teams will play teams from other areas of the country very much. In baseball, it just doesn't happen enough. So a lot of times we don't know how good these big conferences are, especially when, for example, the ACC's cumulative strength of schedule at this point in the season right now is 24th out of 32 conferences. That's awful. And the SEC's cumulative strength of schedule right now is 17th out of 32 conferences. So when the selection time comes around, I think it should be the burden of the big money schools to offer the proof, and the smaller schools that, you know, pull off a good winner here or there, I think they should be given more of the benefit of the doubt. That's just me, and that's, you know, again, Dick Vitalis advocates 5 teams from one conference. That's the most that they should get. I don't think I'm going to go that stringent. I'll say 6 probably would be the most. But after that, I think, you know, you've proven you're not the best team in your conference or even close to it. So 86 them. Anyway, I'm going to keep this rather brief this week. We got a big weekend coming up. Actually, a big game tomorrow night. I'm going to try and get out for the Fullerton, Arizona State game. The second game of the West Coast Challenge should be interesting. See if Fullerton can come back and win the second one. Big weekend. Conference play kicks off in the SEC, the ACC, and the Big 12. Arkansas will be at LSU in the SEC. That should be a lot of fun. We'll see if LSU can rebound after not looking great against Kansas. Rumors is that Anthony Renato could be coming back, maybe not this weekend, but fairly soon. I'll be going to a couple series. I'm going to try and go over to Arizona State and check in on Houston. They've done really well the last few weeks. Won the series at Cal Poly last weekend. I'm going to see what they're all about. I'm also, for you Rice fans, I got to get my Rice fix in for the year. I haven't seen them yet because of that rain out at Stanford. So I'm going to try and get down to San Diego and see them play against the Toreros. If you guys were wondering, the music bed for this week was by Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. Got a chance to, the name of the song is Berlin. Got a chance to see them back on Saturday night down in San Diego. They're a really great band, and check out that song if you get a chance. Again, thanks for everything. Check out the new layout of the site. Check in on Kyle Peterson's new blog that he's got going on. It's really cool that he's going to be a part of it. And I'm really honored to be a part with Kyle as well. Kind of puts me in good company, doesn't it? I don't know. Whatever. I got to grow a better hairpiece too. Anyway, that's just for another day. So thanks again. Send in more questions and comments, and have a good time at the ballparks this weekend. See you later.